Alright, I've come down here to where they're still digging, and if I sound tired, it's because I'm exhausted. And I pulled a bunch of limbs, but not from there, but from right over here where that tree's hanging over, some limbs, and I cut some limbs off the top of it so we could sit out here and see the sunset, because the sunset's over there. That's the west. So that's where the sun sets, and I want to see the beautiful sky and the colors. So I trimmed all that up, pulled all those limbs that had fallen off over to that land over there. So I'm gonna go over here and show y'all all my land, and or just have it documented for myself for later on, if I ever need it or want it. Right here is still my land, and it's got this gate, but all this grew up along the property line, so we don't use this anymore because it's all grown up. But that's okay, because all this happened and we don't want to use that. It'll cause an accident. And so we come around here. Now this is my neighbor next door. I'm going to show y'all this, and that's his pier over there, and then of course his property line. Let's see, I'll let y'all see. Up here, that's his back of his house, and where the lake comes up to his. Now they're dredging all this out, all this. I think they're going to dredge the whole cove, but you're just working from the outer side to the inside, so they can have their equipment out there to do it. And I mean, they work from the time it gets daylight until it gets dark, every night. It's amazing. I love it. So, alright, I like this work right here. Whoops, sorry, my phone got heavy. I like that work. But we're going around here, and all this is Judy Pearl Smith. Judy Pearl McRae Smith. And I guess Ronnie did that, put those stakes up there when they do raise the water up. It keeps the bank possibly from caving in. It's probably why it hadn't caved in up there. He's probably done a good thing for us. I'm gonna walk around here. Now this tree fell, and that was on my property, but I can't get it. I'm hoping these guys right here will get it and haul it off for me. I think they will, but if they don't, it makes probably a good fishing spot. You know, those fishies like to come up there, and with this little stuff getting a lot deeper over here, it's going to be deep. Look how much deep. You can see how deep it's going to be. It's going to be deep as shit. And this cracks up here. Ugh. There's water under this land right here. See, when they dig it out, there's water there. That's not coming up from the lake over there. That's coming up from the ground. So I don't know how much water's under the ground. I didn't even know there was water under the ground. But it is. They're going to get this tire, and I hate that that's out there, but I just can't get it. Maybe they will, or they'll leave it, one or the other. Alright, my land goes all the way from where I told you, over there where that tree is, starts, all the way across where my house is. Now this is a second lot. Next to my house, it's all wooded. This is all it. And I never get to see this because there's always water out here and I can't get up to it. Once in a great while, but I've never walked it like this in my life. This is the first time. And I've been here, how long have I been here? 40 years. 40. Alright. Here we go. Isn't this beautiful? This is like a resort. I'm telling you, it's a resort area. Look, I even got this little where it don't grow. Got this tree. Got all these trees. I'm gonna walk up here. I got my red boots on, so I'm alright. In case any. I hope Bigfoot ain't out here. I don't know about walking up any closer, but look how pretty that is down through there. That's like that's a whole nother resort right there. Good Lord, thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Ronnie. I love this. I love those vines. Look how it's growing up that tree. That is Tarzan and Jane. And Tarzan and Jane was my favorite when I was a child. I watched that stuff and loved it. That's why I loved all this. Look at those vines. Ain't that beautiful? It's where I live. I'm amazed. I love it. I love how this is nice, a clear space right here. It's just hunky-dunky dory. Now, the lake's going to come all the way up to here, see? And it comes up here. It comes a lot further up here. It's going to come up here like my land did show me back there. Alright, it's still my land. I'm going to get out of this wild grass. Tall grass. I don't want to get no varmint on me in there. Alligator snake or something. Look at this. Ain't this, oh God, I just love this place. This is all mine, this little creek that goes back there. Right there, it goes to that creek. That my property line goes to right there where it quits growing. And then you got that creek that flows down beside it. And then there's the road. So I mean, it goes right to my property line goes almost to the road. Right there. That's where we ride our bike around to the dam. So beautiful. Just love it. This is like where I grew up, on the Tennessee River and the Cache River on Arkansas. This country girl, God knew where to put me. You know, when I get to heaven, I think it's going to be something probably more marvelous than this, I'm sure. But it's going to look like this. Because this was mine and Ronnie's favorite place. We used to wake up every morning. I still do. But he used to wake up every morning and go. First thing out of his mouth was, I'm so happy to be alive and live at Coro Lake. Every day. Every day. It's amazing. In the scheme of time, he really wasn't here that long. 20 years for me. He was only lived here 30 years. I've already lived here longer than him. Isn't that something? I love this. That is some work, y'all. These men are doing some amazing work. Look, this is all volunteer work. Who does this? People that live at Coro Lake in Memphis, Tennessee. Isn't this amazing? I love it. I could just bring me a little blanket or a little chair, my Elvis chair out here and sit out here. Feels nice today. Today is Candlelight Vigil tonight. I think I'm going to go, but man, I'm kind of down in my back from moving limbs off this property out here and putting it back over on this wooded lot where it don't matter. So this is it, y'all. We're going back now. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. I wish that tree wasn't there, but If they don't like it, they'll move it. I'm going to move this. Look. I'm going to do this. When I see this happen. I got it. I did it. I did it. I'm going to leave it right over here. Because if they're going to move it, they'll move it. And if they ain't, it ain't going to make no difference anyway. Look at this one. I don't know. I don't want to pull this shit down on my head. Whoa! Y'all gonna see me in action. I can't get that one down. I'm gonna just move it back over here. If they want it down, they can get it down. Whew. See, that's why I don't know if I can walk up to Graceland or not. I've been doing such things as that. But, ooh, I don't know if you, I hope you got to see it. I think I had the phone turned right there. I was pull that vine down. Couldn't get that one down. I got that one down. Oh, Lord. Anyway, he's going to start back up. See, he stops and takes a little break for about 5 minutes, and then he's back at it. Whew. I tell you what, I need to keep getting more exercise, because walking down here and pulling those limbs out down across that field wore me out. And that was yesterday. No, that was yesterday. I got so hot I thought I was going to pass out walking up that hill. I didn't realize how hot I was until I quit. It's dangerous. These guys are amazing men. That's called, I think, a backhoe. That is a backhoe. I was calling it the digger. The digger. I guess you can call a backhoe the digger. Woo! This time of day is just straight up sunshine with, look, it's straight up sunshine right over my head. It is hot out here. God, this is where I'm going to spend a lot of my time, out here on this bank right here, fishing. I'm going to get me a big fishing pole. I'm going to get me a rod and reel so I can throw it out there where it's going to be deep. There's lots of fish in here now. They stocked this lake. But I ain't going to let nobody, after me coming down here and cleaning, down here had beer cans, beer bottles, even broken glass, and even had some thrown over there in that grown-up fence line right there. And look, they brought the beer down. I don't know who done it. I can't put no fingers on nobody, but I know one thing. Ronnie didn't drink light Budweiser. That's what it was, light Budweiser. So whoever has been down here, and it could have been even some of his kids or something, Brad or somebody. I don't know who the heck it could have been. Ain't no telling where it was put. But the fact is, it was drank on this riverbank, on this lake bank right here. And when they got through with it, they didn't want to take it up the hill, and they wanted to stick it in my lake. So, you know what? And it wasn't just one or two. No, And I got a piece of glass from a beer bottle that would have cut my foot off. I have to sit down because I can't even step up now because of my back. But, and I don't mean to make this bitching, but I'm just saying, after cleaning all this up and seeing what people disrespected my property, they ain't gonna have a chance to disrespect it anymore. Be the last time they, And something else I'm not gonna do too is give out my lake pass for somebody to go around on the dam and and fish. I let a nurse that was taking care of Jewel for me, that was on Medicare, that came out to the home nurse. I let her have one of my lake passes. She took it and she kept it, and she didn't bring it back to me. And then come to find out, she was taking her, not just one time, but as many times as she wanted to. Excuse me. She was taking her whole family and all her friends over to the lake. When they would ask her, she'd pull out my lake pass, which I didn't mind a few times, but bring it back to me, no. And they wanted to know if I knew her. Well, I had to tell them, yeah, I gave it to her. She was a nurse here with Jewel, but I didn't mean for her to keep going and bring her whole family. So no more lake passes from me, and no more coming on my property and fishing. That ain't gonna happen. And that's the only bitch I got for all day and forever. But I just wanted to put that out there. If any of y'all out there thinking, oh, that's a good place to fish, I'll ask Judy. No, it's not a good place to fish for anybody but me and Elizabeth and my immediate family. And if them knuckleheads put anything down there, then it's gonna be Katie bar the door, because that's the end of that. And that's all I got to say about that. But I love my family, so I can't bar them. And I gotta, once this pool gets fixed, I gotta get somebody, or me or Elizabeth, gotta tear that jacuzzi up of pieces and get rid of it too, because it ain't gonna sit there like that and look like dog shit. Alright, they are getting it. I made it up there. I didn't mean to end with a bitch, but I did want to get that out into the public, and whoever sees this and wants to come fishing, no, I'm sorry. I've learned my lesson. You be good to every single body in the whole wide world, and I still good to people, but I keep them an arm's length away from my property and my house, because people just, they use you and abuse you. Use you and abuse you. Well, that don't mean you can stop being good, but you just gotta keep your stuff close to your vest, as my preacher brother tells me. That's what Butch tells me. Keep your stuff close to your vest, because if you don't, somebody will be wearing that vest, wear it off while you watch